Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Anantakoti Vaishnavrinda ki jai, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai, Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All glories to assembled devotees, all glories, all glories, all glories. Hare Krishna devotees, please accept my humble obeisances at your lotus feet. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to all our Guru Maharajas. I sincerely apologize for stopping your such aesthetic chanting, but we would like to go ahead and read the 10 offenses to the holy name now, which are to be avoided, written by Srila Vyasadeva in Padma Purana, and they are as follows. Number 1, to blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord. 2, to consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of the name of Lord Vishnu. 3, to disobey the orders of the spiritual master. 4, to blaspheme the Vedic scriptures, the scriptures in pursuance to the Vedic version. 5, to consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna as an imagination. 6, to give some interpretations to the holy name of the Lord. 7, to commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name. 8, to consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as an auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as spiritual activities, karma kanda. 9, to instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. 10, to not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions in this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be a Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to achieve the desired success. Krishna Prema. Hare Krishna devotees, I welcome you all. I thank you all in this beautiful platform of Bhakti Sanga Japa conference call. Before we go ahead and proceed with our Srimad Bhagavatam study, if you could kindly unmute yourself, announce your name, and give me the opportunity to welcome you all on this platform. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण नीना माता जी दंडवत प्रणाम शिला प्रभुपाद की जय गुरु महाराज की जय प्रभुपाद की जय गुरु महाराज की जय प्रीतिदासी फ्रॉम शार्लोट हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna, Preeti Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances, Mata. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you for joining Bhakti Sanga Japa conference call every single day. Thank you so much, Mataji. Please keep us giving your association. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna, Neena Mataji, Dhanavad Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi from College Station, Texas.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances at your lotus feet, Mata. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. All glories to your wonderful services every day, Mataji. Please keep joining and please keep giving us your blessings and association, Mataji. We are very grateful. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Nina Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga, and all the glories to the assembled devotees. This is Manjri Leela Devidasi from Naperville. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Manjri Leela Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances, Mata. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. All glories to your wonderful chanting every day, Mataji. Thank you so much for joining Bhakti Sanga Japa conference call, Mata. Please keep joining. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga and all the assembled devotees. This is Yashamati Priya Devi Dasi from Chicago.
Hare Krishna, Yashomati Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances, Mata. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for joining every single day on Bhakti Sanga Japa conference call, Mataji. Thank you for your wonderful chanting and your great association. Please keep joining, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Nina Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Shyama Gauri Devi Dasi from Charlotte.
Hare Krishna, Shamaguri Mataji, Dandavat Pranam at your lotus feet, Mata. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. Thank you so much for hosting Bhakti Sanga Japa conference call, Mataji. Thanks for your wonderful services. All glories to you, Mata. Please
All
keep
glories to
joining.
you, Mataji, doing wonderful, greetings to everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you for giving us your blessings, Mataji. Please keep joining. Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Nina Mataji, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharajis. My humble obeisances to you and all the devotees. This is Krishna Kumari Devidasi from Bali.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Kumari Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances, Mata. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. All glories to your wonderful services, Mataji. Thank you so much for your association on Bhakti Sanga Japa conference call, Mataji. Please keep joining. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Nina.
Hare Krishna, Nina Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Aditi Devi Dasi in Canada.
Hare Krishna, Diti Mataji, Dandavat Pranam Mata, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. Thank you so much for all your help and services on Bhakti Sanga Japa conference call, Mataji. All glories to your great services. Please keep giving us your association. Hare Krishna.
Likewise, Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Nina Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. My Dandavat Pranams to all the assembled devotees. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Srila Gurudev. This is Sushmita from Canada.
Hare Krishna, Shushmita Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances, Mata. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for joining Bhakti Sanga Japa conference call, Mataji. Please continue to join and continue to spread the word around your community. Welcome to Bhakti Sanga Japa conference call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Nina Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Anita Ramya from Sharjah. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Anita Mataji, my Dandavat Pranam at your lotus feet, Mata. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. Thank you so much for all your services on Bhakti Sanga Japa conference call, Mata. Thank you and welcome on Bhakti Sanga. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Nina Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru and Gauranga ki jai. This is Shivani from Ashram, Virginia.
Hare Krishna, Shivani Mataji, Dandavat Pranam Mata, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. Thank you so much for joining Bhakti Sanga Japa conference call, Mataji. Thank you for giving us your association. Hare Krishna. Devotees, we are very fortunate to have His Holiness Candramauli Swami Maharaj, who will be joining us shortly. But prior to his joining, if I can kindly go ahead and give a brief introduction about him. And after that, if still he hasn't joined, we'll continue with the introduction. So here is a brief introduction about His Holiness Candramauli Swami Maharaj, who is a disciple of the ISKCON founder Acharya, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, and an initiating spiritual master within the ISKCON movement. Now, Maharaj was born in New Jersey in 1947. Maharaj came in contact with the International Society for Krishna Consciousness in Denver, Colorado, at the age of 24. In 1973, he began practicing Krishna consciousness in New York City, and shortly thereafter began serving at the New Vrindavan farm community in West Virginia. That same year, he received initiation from His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. In 1986, His Holiness Candramauli Swami Maharaj accepted the sannyas order, and he began preaching in Cincinnati, Columbus, Ohio. In 1995, he began serving as a resident sannyasi in Chicago, where he was based until 2013, when he relocated to Karlovac, that's in Croatia in Europe. At present, Maharaj offers spiritual guidance all around Europe, USA, as well as in India. Maharaj has also written a book called Krishna's Way, Natural Living, about the importance of Varnashrama and spiritual ecology. Thank you so much for listening, hearing about His Holiness. We are very blessed to have him. Matajis and Prabhujis, please feel free to unmute yourself and let's continue to welcome you all. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, dear Nina Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances, to all the assembled devotees. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. This is Param Pavani Shama Devidasi from Baltimore, Maryland. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. What a sweet voice you have, Mata. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for joining Bhakti Sanga Japa conference call, Mataji. Please keep giving us your association. Hare Krishna.
Krishna Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Any other devotees who would like to announce their name so I can have the pleasure of welcoming you all in Bhakti Sanga Japa conference call? Please don't hesitate to unmute yourself.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dhanavad Pranams, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and the assembled devotees. This is Revati from Atlanta, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Revati Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances, Mata. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for every day joining Bhakti Sanga Japa conference call, Mataji. Thank you so much for blessing us with your association. Welcome.
Hare Krishna, Nina Mataji. Hare Krishna, all the devotees. I'm so glad to be here to hear from you. And I'm Veronica Núñez from Argentina. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna, Veronica Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances, Mata. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. All glories to your wonderful courage and dedication for joining us all the way from Argentina. Welcome, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Please keep joining and please involving your community, your friends, your family. Good to see you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Nina Mataji. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Srila Gurudev. This is Prahlad from the US.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you for joining. We will go ahead and we will proceed to our next session, which is the study of Srimad Bhagavatam. I noticed that His Holiness Candramauli Swami Maharaj has already joined. Thank you so much, Maharaj, for joining Bhakti Sanga Japa conference call. We are so very fortunate for your association. Please accept my humble obeisances at your lotus feet. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharajas. Maharaj, today we will be studying from Canto 7, chapter number 9, verse number 14. Whenever you're ready, Maharaj, you can take the call over. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Glories to Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Let's see here. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Tadyachamanum asasa. Tadyachmanu asusada chahasta tayadyam modeta sadar api vikshika sarpahatyam lokascha nirvittim ita pratyanta sarve rupam dashringa vivayaya jana smaranti. My dear Lord Nrsingadev, please therefore cease your anger now that my father, the great demon Hiranyakashipu, has been killed. Since even saintly persons take pleasure in killing of the scorpion and the snake, all the worlds have achieved satisfaction because of the death of this demon. They are confident of their happiness, and they will always remember your auspicious incarnation in order to be free from fear. Purport. The most important point in this verse is that all saintly persons never desire the killing of any living entity. They take pleasure in the killing of envious living entities like snakes and scorpions. Hiranyakashipu was killed because he was worse than a snake or a scorpion, and therefore everyone was happy. There was no need for the Lord to be angry. The devotees can always remember the form of Lord Nrsingadev when they are in danger, and therefore the appearance of Nrsingadev was not at all inauspicious. The Lord's appearance is always worshipful and auspicious for all sane persons and devotees. Om Gyantimidandasya Gina Jana Salakaya Chaksun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasnaya Bhutale Srimakti Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Prastyatya De Sutarine Manchakopa Urvischa Kripa Sindhu Paevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namaho Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So devotees are well-wishers of all living entities. But when the Lord comes to eliminate the demons, they find great pleasure in hearing how the Lord has shown mercy to this living entity by destroying their attempts to continue their demonic activities. This is the mercy of the Lord. So everyone is benefited. The demon gets liberation, and the devotees become happy because they're freed from the influence of demoniac personalities. So there are persons who are demons, and they like to give trouble to others. That's their business. That's their main business, is to give trouble to others. And so when they become too much, too profuse, the Lord comes, yada dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhutanam adharmasya tadatmaham srijamyaham pravrityanayam sarunam vinasanaya chaduskritam dharma samstartanartaya sambhavami yuge yuge. So the Lord comes every once in a while when the world gets full of demoniac persons. So we see right now we're in a situation like that. There are, as Prabhupada said in 1972, that the demons are only increasing, and they will continue to increase, and they will give you more and more trouble. But he says, don't worry, Krishna has come in the form of his holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And one can chant the holy names of the Lord and be freed from all of the demonic influences that somewhat pervade the material energy. And of course, one can also pray, as is recommended here, Bahir Nishingo Ridaye Nishingo. Lord Nrsingadev, he's in the heart. He's also manifested everywhere at the same time. So devotees always take shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, either in this transcendental form as Lord Nrsingadev or in his form as the chanting of the holy name, which is non-different. Well, the devotees don't have anything to worry about, but there will be disturbances caused by the demons. That is expected. As Srila Prabhupada said, we have no trouble with Maya. Maya, for a devotee, is the friend of the devotee. Why? Because Maya helps the devotee become Krishna conscious by setting up situations where the devotee has a choice between Maya and Krishna. And by choosing Krishna, the devotee makes advancement in devotional service. And so Maya, Prabhupada said, actually is the friend of the devotee, although she works to test the devotee by bringing situations which will attract the devotee away from Krishna. But the devotee knows that this is simply Maya, therefore he takes shelter of the Lord and makes advancement in each and every one of these situations. The more we accept Krishna over Maya, the more we become purified from our attraction to this material energy, the more we make progress towards our loving relationship to Krishna. The more we accept Maya, the more we go down. So Maya is simply an opportunity. It's like before you can get a position, say in society, you may have to take an exam. And the exam may be very difficult to pass, but then again, if you want the position, you have to pass that exam. So Maya is a testing agent for the devotee. She's not an enemy of the devotee, simply a testing agent to help bring us to a higher platform of devotional service. And if we fail the test, we get a chance to pass it again. Again, Maya will come with another test to help us. But Prabhupada said, because there are demons in the world, then there is so much disturbances. But all the disturbances in the world are caused by the demons. People wonder why there's so much problems in the world. It's all due to the demons. And therefore, Bahir Nishringo, Ridaye Nishringo, what is that? Tavakana. Namaste Narashringhaya Paladaladayine Hiranyakashi Purvakshaha Silatankam Nakanaya Bahir Nishingo Ridahe Nishingo. Wherever I go, Lord Nrsingadev is there. He is always there to protect me. But one should pray to the Lord for protection. Lord Nrsingadev gives protection from dangers in this material world, which are mostly caused by the demons. There are other dangers also, but those dangers are built into material energy. It's like it's very dangerous to do things that anything could happen. Just like crossing a street. If one is not careful, one can become victimized and undergo great difficulty. So one has to be careful. This material world is a dangerous place. Just by nature, even without the demons, it's a dangerous place. But with the demons, it's become more dangerous and more, life-threatening. But still, Krishna is more powerful than any demoniac influence and also his material energy. So devotees feel happy. Prahlad Maharaj, he's giving this prayer here. He's telling his father, he's telling the Lord, my father, the demon is killed. We're all dancing. We're all happy now that that demon is gone. And so don't become angry further. But the Lord, why was the Lord continue to be angry even after he killed the demon? There was no need to be. But because the Lord was angry because that demon had given so much disturbance to his pure devotee. So when the pure devotee is harassed by the demons, and the Lord comes to save. He becomes very angry at these persons who cause harm to his devotees. So that's an instructions for the non-devotees who are demonic. Like, if you cause harm to the devotees, you can expect to get some reaction from the Lord. But the devotees are a well-wisher of everyone, and therefore they don't hate anyone. But still, they always take shelter of the Lord in order to go on in their devotional service. The Lord Nrsingadev not only protects from the point of giving protection from dangers in this world, but he also gives protection from the illusions that this material world presents in the form of sense gratification. So Maya is always there. The material energy gives us so many opportunities to deviate in our Krishna consciousness. And these are illusions. What Maya means mercy. Maya also means illusion. So the attraction of the material energy is a form of illusion. And therefore, a devotee takes shelter of Lord Nrsingadev and gets the knowledge they need simply by taking shelter. The Lord will awaken the devotee that, hey, this is an illusion. You don't need it. You don't really want it. So the Lord works through the intelligence of the devotee to warn him, or to guide him away from the illusions of this material world, which are so perverse, are so all-pervading, so many forms of getting illusions. It's like so many things on the market now we can buy. It's unlimited, and they're producing more and more of these material things just to make money for the people can become somewhat wealthy through capitalistic propaganda. But devotees, they know, we can live simply. We don't need all of this stuff. What do we need? I was just reading Srila Prabhupada was saying that, we've created this civilization now, and we have to drive 200 and 300 miles every day to go back and forth to work. Where years ago, people were living on the farms and all of the personal needs were done right in your own backyard. You didn't have to buy a car, pay for insurance, be affected by all kinds of dangers while driving, and so many things to maintain a car. And then, just to go to get some money, you're actually spending the money on the car to get to just to pay for the car most of the time, so you can go to work. So if you don't need a car, you don't have to worry about going to work. Well, so people live simply years ago. Nowadays, they think this is advancement. The more troublesome the society is, the more they think it's actually advancement. But it's not, it's advancement towards darkness or ignorance, that's all. Anyway, that's another subject, but that point is also there, is that we've created a society where all of these illusions of happiness comes in the form of struggling so hard to somehow achieve them, which they cannot really give happiness in the first place. And then also the Lord Prahlad Maharaj gives a beautiful prayer. Om Namo Bhagavate Narasringhaya Namaste Tejase Avir Bhava Vrajanaka Vrajadamsta Kamasayam Radaya Tamo Grasa Om Swaha Abhayam Atmani Bhuyasta Om Shram. He says, Rajanaka Vrajadamstra, you have powerful teeth. Rajanaka Vrajadamstra, you have powerful nails. So please rip out my desires for material enjoyment in this material world. Rip them out of my heart by your nails and by your teeth, which are so powerful and very effective when you apply them. So this is the Lord devotees pray to the Lord, please relieve me from all of these illusions that come by way of trying to enjoy this material world. Lord Nrsimha is their best friend. He's worshipped in the mood of a very kind and powerful parent. We worship Lord Nrsimhadev in the mood of Vatsalya Ras. And he is the protector, he is the father, he is the kind parent of all living entities. And he's always available to give protection to devotees, provided the devotees take his shelter. And devotees who know, there are many, even within the last 50, 60 years of the ISKCON movement in the West, how many, you could write books, there has been books written about it, of all of the times that Lord Nrsimhadev has appeared in the lives of the devotees in ISKCON to save them from dangerous situations and to guide them away from the illusions of the material world. So Nrsimhadev he's very merciful, he's very kind, he's like a loving father. You can see how he holds his pure devotee, Prahlad Maharaj, in his lap. Although he is very fierce by nature, still, the devotees see him as a very kind, loving personality. But for the non-devotee demons, he is death personified. It's the example of the cat and the rat and the cat and the kitten. The cat grabs the rat. Now the rat is in the clutches of death. But that same cat carries its own kitten in its mouth, and the kitten's thinking mother. So the Lord is like, the dangers for the non-devotees, and for the devotees, the loving object of protection. So we don't have anything to worry about except not becoming lazy in our Krishna consciousness. If we become lazy, fail to take shelter of the Lord, then we might be influenced and somewhat disturbed by the influence of this demoniac society. To take shelter, Bahir Nishringo, Ridaye Nishringo. Everywhere I go, Lord Nrsimhadev is there. He's in the heart. He is everywhere within existence. So devotees are always happy because they have no fear of this material energy. Okay, I'll stop there and open it up for discussion.
Hare Krishna, Maharaj. Thank you so much for your wonderful class. How very sweet, how very simple, and yet we fail to keep our mind fixed in Krishna consciousness. And Maya keeps coming and testing us, and we keep failing. And the interesting thing is, Krishna is guiding us through our intelligence, and we know what is good for us, and yet we are not able to apply it because we get lazy in Krishna consciousness, as you said. So one day lazy,
On the package of the cigarettes, it says one who smokes can get,
smoking kills.
Cancer, so many other diseases, and still people smoke. They can see how dangerous it is to inhale these things called cigarettes, but still they do it because attachment. So because we cannot give up our attachments to the ephemeral activities of the material energy, we have to struggle hard to become conscious.
So how do we get rid of a habit, Maharaj?
By replacing it with a spiritual habit. And so habit is formed after a series of activities in the same way. You create the opposite activities and form a new habit which counteracts the old habit and destroys the old habit. Get in the habit of chanting Hare Krishna. Get in the habit of serving the devotees. Get in the habit of reading the books. Get in the habit of worshiping the Lord. Get in the habit of going to the temple develop a spiritual habit. But
Very nice.
spirituality is not just part of life, it is life. If you make it part of life, you won't be able to understand it or appreciate it for what it is. It is life itself. We are not material beings, we're spiritual beings. Material world is meant for our defeat. We've come here simply to enjoy separate from Krishna. Now we think it's all right to enjoy separate from Krishna, but it's not. It's not. Every time we try to enjoy separate from Krishna, we get a reaction for that. And if we continue, these reactions also become more severe. So, Jeev jago, Gora chanda bhole, Kota nidra jayo maya, Isa chira kole. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Chant the holy names.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Maharaj. Thank you. Thank you. We will go ahead and we have opened the session for question answer session. I see already Param Pabini, Shyama Mataji. Would you like to go ahead and ask your question, please?
Thank you, Mataji, for the opportunity. Thank you so much, Maharaj, for such a nice, wonderful, and inspiring lecture, and that talks about me how I'm failing every time from in the test of Maya. And yeah, thank you so much, Maharaj.
Don't give up. Just don't give up. That's all. Keep trying.
Thank you so much, Maharaj. Please pray. Maharaj, my question is that in the translation of the verse, there says that the saintly person is pleased when the scorpion or the snake is died. Another time, our scripture says that the saintly person sees all the living entities, whether it is a dog or the dog eater or the elephant, or everyone is in a equal vision. So how we can understand these two things?
Well, the scorpion and the snake are envious by nature. They will attack someone without provocation. Many animals will not attack, or even living beings will not attack another unless there is some provocation. The scorpions and snakes don't need any provocation, they just attack. So envious people who are like scorpions and snakes, they are also like Hiranyakashipu, or people who are similar to that. When they're killed, devotees become happy. Devotees don't go around killing demons or snakes or scorpions. They don't do that. But if they are killed, they find they don't lament, because they know that is the best thing for these living beings. They're botherations for others. They're sources of suffering for others.
Thank you so much, Hare Krishna. Please accept my humble obeisances to your lotus feet, Hare Krishna.
Maharaj, even when you were just mentioning that we have to make spiritual life as a life, not a part of our life. That is so important. We forget that. We are trying to make the spiritual activities a part of our life, but we have to live that life constantly. Thank you so much for your eye-opening statements, Maharaj. Thank you. We have Shivakumar Prabhu. Would you like to go ahead and ask your question?
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Maharaj and our promise Maharaj. Please accept my humble obeisance at your lotus feet. There's one question, Maharaj. The self-realization has two parts, right, Maharaj? One is realizing that I'm not the body and I'm not the mind. That's the first part, and the other part is I'm servant of Krishna. So, in my practice, Maharaj, I find it very difficult to balance these two aspects in the sense if there is lenience towards the first part that I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, then the motivation for any activity comes down. And even there is tendency to lean on liberation or in more move towards focus on liberation than service to Krishna. On the other hand, if the servant of Krishna aspect is focused, it seems sometimes it brings down the pursuit to material platform. And there is a tendency to look for material results for even the devotional service, Maharaj. So I find it difficult how to kind of balance these two and still do the devotional service at the spiritual platform level. Something that I wanted to hear your wisdom. Hare.
What's the loss? If you know you're not the body and mind, then you'll understand that material activities are simply requirements for maintaining the body and mind. Just like if you have a car, you have to maintain your car, but you're not the car. The car gets you where you want to go, but at the same time, you're not the car. Still, you have to maintain the car. So we maintain the body and mind so we can engage in devotional service. Then that we don't neglect the body and mind, but we don't sit there polishing the car all day either. That's not the program. Program is do what's necessary to maintain the body and mind as given by the scripture. Scripture give you injunctions. Don't sleep too much or sleep too little, eat too much or eat too little. One has to learn to meet at the middle road for balancing our material necessities. That's all. Not too much, not too little. That's also mentioned by Krishna in the 6th chapter of Gita. But what is our goal? Our goal is not to have a nice body and mind. It's there so we can engage the body and mind in the service of the Lord. The goal is to keep the body and mind working nicely so we can engage it in the service of the Lord. Devotees of the Lord are well-wishers for everyone. Prabhupada used to sign his letters, "Hope this meets you in the best of health," by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. So Prabhupada always encourages devotees to take care of their health. Why? So they can engage nicely in devotional service. Not so they can become successful in material life. That's not the principle. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Does that make sense?
Yes, Maharaj. Thank you so much. Maharaj, just one follow-up question, Maharaj. Now, the devotional service by itself, would it help us to kind of realize our spiritual nature without any exclusive separate effort, Maharaj, on the realization that I am spirit soul? Like the context, Maharaj, I'm asking, Anartha Nivritti, when we speak, I'm hearing that just the chanting and devotional service may not help, but we have to consciously make some efforts to do Anartha Nivritti, is what I'm hearing from senior devotees. Like whatever Anartha are there for the individuals. So in that context, Maharaj, should we do anything explicitly to kind of nurture that realization, or would it happen automatically as part of devotional service itself?
It can happen automatically by the power of your devotional service, but if you're feeding an Anartha Nivritti and you at the same time while you're engaging in devotional service, process is going to be very slow. So you can't feed two opposites and expect to get the benefit of one. So the thing is, you have to decrease or eliminate those anarthas, which are tying you down to the material energy or blocking your progress in devotional service. But the power of your chanting and devotional service is enough to uproot these things. But still, if we simply emphasize the chanting and then go ahead and feed your anarthas, then you're slowing. It's like trying to build a fire by pouring water on it every once in a while. So yeah, Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, yes, it's difficult to control the mind, but you have to practice and you have to give up those things which cause your mind to become uncontrolled. He says that to Arjuna. So yeah, stop the negative and emphasize the positive. But the positive is more powerful than the negative, because the negative is simply a shadow. And this positive is the reality. Darkness is just an illusion because it's the absence of the sun. When you bring in the sun, the darkness goes. But how effective are you in bringing in the light of the holy name? If you can do that, it'll happen automatically. But then again, you have to be aware that it's going to happen automatically, yes, but still, I should distance myself from those things which are going to take away from the effects of chanting. It's just natural. But you put more emphasis on the chanting. Okay.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Where did he go? He disappeared.
I think he just dropped off, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. I think the connection dropped off first. There was no light, and maybe Prabhuji will join back.
Okay. Point is made. Ananga Kishore. She there?
Ananga Kishore Mataji, are you there? Actually, Maharaj, we have one Niti. Oh, there.
Yes, Hare Krishna Maharaj, Danvat Pranam, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Maharaj, my question is that during Srila Prabhupada's time, most of the devotees, they were living in the temple, serving full time, and they could know they were under an authority, so they would know whether they are pleasing the authority, doing the right thing. But now it's changed. Everybody, like I think almost 80 to 90% of the devotees live outside. So, and there's no barometer to know if what we are doing is right, because everyone has their own view of what's the right thing to do. Like I think for someone it's book distribution, somebody it's uh, chanting extra rounds. Of course, everybody does the basic 16 rounds and 4 regulative principles, but beyond that, everyone has their own idea of what devotional service is or what's the way to make progress. So, how do we know whether we are really pleasing our guru, spiritual masters, Prabhupada? Because even like now that the moment is growing, our spiritual masters are busy as well.
No, spiritual masters are not busy that they don't take care of their disciples. They take care of the disciples. Disciples have to make contact with the spiritual master. What service can I do? How can I serve you? The authorities are still there. It's not that there's any loss in authority. It's that now you have to make an effort to connect to the authorities. That's all. And sometimes the authorities come to you, and sometimes you have to go to them. But in any case, the authority is still there. There's no loss in the connection. But people don't want. They want to do whatever they want. And sometimes the disciple, the gurus let them do whatever they want as long as they're doing some service. Because sometimes you tell people you have to do this service, they don't want to do that service. They want to do their own service. So, all right, do something. to satisfy Krishna by performing some activity in devotional service. But if you really want to make advancement, then you ask. You can also make advancement simply by serving. But you know, you can the wife is cooking for the husband, and he's coming home. You can cook anything you want, but if you know what he likes, you cook that, and then that's the best thing to offer. Similarly, what will please the spiritual master the most? What will please Krishna the most? We'll make an effort to find out. It's like we're online now. We're talking to about 80 people right now. Everyone can, connect with some kind of spiritual sound vibrations through this media, and also understand more and more about their own spiritual practice. They can also ask their spiritual master or an authority that they have accepted to, how can I serve? What would be the best way to serve? But people don't want that because they want to serve their own way, because they don't want to do something that they might find difficult or inconvenient. And that's a neophyte devotee. What does Bhakti Vinod Thakur say? He says, give me those things that are difficult, and then I can offer something to you. He prays for difficulties. Why? Because then I have a chance to really offer something to you. But we have the fair weather devotees, whatever, well, I can go feed the pigeons in the park, because it's Prashadam and the pigeons are living entities. So. But that may not be the best service that you could do.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Is that clear? I want to see what she responded on that one. Kishore?
Thank you, Maharaj. Yes, Maharaj, it's very nice what you said. I think something Srila Prabhupada would also say, that I always ask Srila Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur that how can I serve? So if we make an effort to ask right people, right question, then we'll know of what to do and just do, rather than feeding pigeons in the park, as you said.
Not only ask, but you have to do it after you get the message.
Yes, yes, that's
Some
the most
people will
important.
ask, and then they'll decide whether they want to do it or not.
Yes, Maharaj, clear. Thank you very much.
Devotional service is for your benefit. It's not for the benefit of the spiritual master. He's got his service. Everything is done for the benefit of the disciple. We don't even know our own benefit. We think we do, and that's the problem.
Very true. Thank you so much, Maharaj. Nitika Mataji, would you like to go ahead with your question, Mata?
Hare Krishna Maharaj Ji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. I'm so thankful to Krishna that he's given me an opportunity to speak directly to you. So, and he's the one right now who's given me, few questions to ask, which keep rolling into my mind off and on, but don't know where to ask. So, I ask you here, it's been quite some time that, I wake up, I try to wake up earliest in the morning as possible. And I read Srimad Bhagavatam first thing first. And then I attend an online aarti from Mayapur, because any temple from my place is like around 30 kilometers. So I attend the Mayapur aarti regularly. And one thing that concerns me is that if sometimes which happens very seldom, like if I happen to miss my reading of Bhagavatam in the morning and directly do my Japa, so something or the other, like the day doesn't go on as well as it does when I'm reading first thing first, Srimad Bhagavatam in the morning. So, and the day I don't attend Mayapur Aarti and I'm a little late, or maybe I am consumed in reading, and then I skip the Aarti and straight away do my Japa in my temple or in my room, whatever. So missing out reading and Aarti at that very time, it just jeopardizes my day. Even if I do it later during the day, I don't miss it for the entire day. It's just that very time, if I don't read and I do something as Japa or Aarti first,
Okay.
it really hampers something.
I know one senior devotee, when he wakes up, he just writes. Yeah, he said, this is what I do. I write, then I chant later. You can read Bhagavatam and chant later. That's fine.
So what could be the possible reason that, if I try to do something or the other at that time, it doesn't work out? What could be the reason?
That's just you. You have a certain tendency.
Is it that I'm very fallen or what?
No. The process, as long as you include all of the activities, whether you take Bhagavatam is non-different.
Or maybe Krishna is used to that more.
I mean, Bhagavatam is not different than the holy name, but still we have to chant the holy name also.
Yeah, so that is what, confuses me, that everybody is doing, 16 rounds first thing first in the morning. Am I the odd one out?
No, you're not the only one. I know another person, he likes to get up and clean the house first, and then he does his japa. These are senior devotees or sannyasis. And there's others that like to write when they get up. There's others that are like you. They like to read Bhagavatam first. It's fine. But don't neglect your rounds, that's all.
Yeah. Okay, Maharaj. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
You're okay, don't worry.
Okay. Even if, the Mayapur Aarti, which is online, it is so effective. I understand the day when I don't attend it. So I'm stuck to particular things at particular times in the morning. So even though I try to wake up earliest, so I have to rush for everything, that I have to complete all these 3 things in that certain time. Brahma Muhurta.
Nicely.
Okay, okay, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, it's not how much we do, it's what consciousness we do it. Yeah, continue. You're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Just don't get all kinds of nervous because you're not perfect yet. That's all. Perfection will come in time, the due course of time.
Yeah.
Take pleasure in reading Bhagavatam. It's wonderful.
Yeah, I do that. And it's another energy in the morning to read Bhagavatam.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's a different energy.
It's very nice. It's a good thing for reading too.
Yeah, yes, Maharaj. I think we are struggling in the spiritual world more than struggling in material world. Like materialistic people, they struggle for their, sense gratification or some work or something. But we struggle more than that for Krishna, right, Maharaj?
Everyone is struggling. Depends what is going to be the outcome of your struggle. Material struggle leads to more struggle.
Yeah.
Spiritual struggle leads to purification of the heart.
But this is worth struggling for, right? This is worth struggling, for Krishna.
Yes.
I think you know that, right?
But you always come to remind me, right, Maharaj?
That's our service. When I remind you, I also remind myself.
Mm. Yeah, knowledge is like that. When we share with others, that increases, that doesn't decrease.
Yeah. We got a question from Veronica.
Hare Krishna, my humble obeisances for you, Maharaj, and all the devotees. As always, it's wonderful to have you with us every morning. I can't avoid feeling something like my heart melting when I hear from Prahlad Maharaj. I don't know if I can make you a personal question. It's about what are your feelings about Prahlad Maharaj? I don't know if I can make that questions, but my heart is, I don't know.
Prahlad Maharaj is a Mahajan. He's one of the 12 great personalities who's qualified to teach the process of pure devotional service. Srila Prabhupada, when he gave his lectures, he spoke on Prahlad Maharaj more than any other topic in the Bhagavatam. You can find at least 3 to 4 times in different occasions that Prabhupada spoke on Prahlad Maharaj in this pastime. Lord Chaitanya also, when he would like to listen to Bhagavatam, he would ask Gadadhar Pandit to read the pastimes of Dhruva Maharaj and Prahlad Maharaj. These were his 2 favorite. So yes, Prahlad Maharaj is very attractive to the devotees because he's a great soul and he's only 5 years old.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Continue.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, devotees, for your great question. Please feel free to switch on your cameras so Maharajji can look at you, bless you, and don't hesitate to go ahead and ask your questions, please. Feel free to unmute yourself, raise your hand, whatever works better for you.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Danvat Pranam. This is Valli from Naperville. We met in the temple when we are here. Hare Krishna. I'm so blessed to hear your nice class, Prabhuji. And all the question and answers are also so much enlightening today. When you said Prahlad Maharaj, his story was coming again and again whenever Prabhupada gives his lectures, right? And we always listen only 5 year, 6 year Prahlad Maharaj, and we don't hear much about later part of his story. So is there any other way to learn his life story after that? Because we hear a part when it comes to Bali Maharajas, when Vamana Deva comes, but what is there? The filling the gaps in between, I don't know how to.
Your question is how to find more information on Prahlad Maharaj. There is another scripture. It's called Hari Bhakti Sudodaya. The Hari Bhakti Sudodaya is a scripture that describes more and more about Prahlad Maharaj and Dhruva Maharaj in that. Hari Bhakti Sudodaya. Sri Devi, write that up and put it up on the thing. Where's Sri Devi? Is she there somewhere? Hari Bhakti Sudodaya. You know that one?
Yes, Guru Maharaj.
Yeah. You get that scripture, you can read more and more about the life of Prahlad, which is not many of the things in the Hari book, the Sudodaya, is not in the Bhagavatam.
Sure, Maharaj. I will try to. Thank you, Maharaj. Very wonderful class. And when you said the example of the car, I was laughing at myself because we buy these expensive properties, we say like houses or cars, and so much of loans, and we are earning to only save for to pay those loans only, nothing to use more of those. That was so wonderful, Maharaj. That's what we are doing in day-to-day life. That's what I was thinking. Struggling a lot to get to the work and saying only a bit of that, and that too only to pay the loans back to these cars and other stuff that we buy. That is very nice, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Okay, anyone else?
Any last minute questions for His Holiness?
Darshani from Bangalore.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, pronounced all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Please accept my humble obeisances. Very grateful to talk to you, Maharaj. Maharaj, I just had this question that since our parampara is called, Shiksha Parampara or Bhagavat Parampara, like apart from our initiating spiritual master, we tend to take guidance from one particular very senior devotee, right? So I just wanted to know if our service to them will continue even in the spiritual world.
Yeah, your relationship with your spiritual master is eternal. And Prabhupada said, yes, when you come back to the spiritual world, you'll recognize your spiritual master, and you'll also be engaged in devotional service there. Eternal. Guru's relationship, once it's established, it becomes eternal.
So Maharaj, that relationship even with the Shiksha Guru also continues, apart from the Diksha Guru, even with Shiksha Guru also it continues?
Shiksha Guru? If you wanted to, depends. You have to make it happen.
How was he engaged with?
Yeah, if you want that relationship, but it can also continue. Shiksha Guru and Diksha Guru are two sides of the same coin. Two sides of the same coin, yeah. You can't separate Diksha and Shiksha. They're both equally powerful. That's mentioned Chaitanya Charitamrita. So yeah, you can have an eternal relationship with your Shiksha Guru also.
Thank you so much, Maharaj. Dandavat pranam, Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Guru is one. There's only one color. There's three colors: red, yellow, and blue. But from those three colors, you can make hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of colors. The guru is there, and therefore there may be many gurus, but ultimately, guru is one. Means that he's the representative of, to you, for your relationship with the Supreme Lord.
Thank you so much, Maharaj. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna Maharaj. Dandavat pranam.
Devi Mataji.
Thank you, Neena. Dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my most humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
So Guru Maharaj, as you're speaking, one thought is coming, one question is coming to my mind. Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruva Maharaj, all these great Maharajas, they're pure devotees, they're fixed in devotional service. But just like many have expressed, we are all still at that struggling stage. We are still struggling with anarthas, with so many attachments, with our past conditioning. So how can we reach that platform of steadiness, of becoming fixed in devotional service? How can we reach that stage quickly?
Yeah, when you don't want anything to do with the material world. That's the fast track. When you've given up all of your attempts to try to enjoy in this material world, then you can make fast progress in devotional service. Even if you have desires, still don't act on them. It's slow because we're still looking towards the material energy for something. That doesn't mean give up your family. It means give up your desire to enjoy in this material world. That's all. Responsibilities are one thing, enjoyment is another thing. We can't enjoy material energy because we are not material. But we're still trying because Maya makes us think there's something out there that we can enjoy. As soon as you stop trying to enjoy material energy, progress is very fast. And you should inquire how to make progress. We mentioned that earlier. All right, I've given up the desire to enjoy material energy. So now how can I serve? What is the best way for me to serve?
But haven't we heard that if we artificially try to renounce or suddenly give up, then we'll again go the other way, bhog tyag, bhog tyag. The senses do require some satisfaction. So how to find that middle road where we are not overdoing something and then having some issues later on?
Yeah, Krishna says not too much, not too little. Find a balance. As I explained, you have to take care of the car, but you don't spend all day polishing the car. You have to eat, so you Krishna prasadam at regulated times. You have to sleep at regulated times, just what you need. You have to do some responsibilities in the family, but don't make that your main goal in life. All of these extra, the things that are related to the body is done as a duty and not as a source of happiness. Happiness comes from is on the spiritual platform. You make your family Krishna consciousness, then all of the family members work together. They still interact in a family situation, but now they're all devotees. Everyone is serving. I think we've discussed this principle so many times, but it keeps coming up because we haven't got it yet. We still think there's still some happy, because the material energy is always reminding us in so many different ways. Maya knows your attachments, and she'll, just like the secular society has a program to kind of monitor your spending. They figure out how people spend their money on different things, and then they send advertisement based on that spending. So Maya knows how you spend your time, and she'll send you more advertisements on that same spending program.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Wonderful analogy. Very true, Maharaj. Any questions for His Holiness?
Okay, we can stop here.
Thank you, Maharaj. We will offer our humble obeisances at Maharaj's lotus feet. Vansha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Candramauli Swami Maharaj ki jai. Maharaj Srimad
Hare
Bhagavatam.
Krishna. Thank you so much, Maharaj.
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Ram Ram.